Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Today we're going to take task number 3 for this lab. Okay. And our task today is about inlays, onlays, and overlays. But just to clarify, these are intracoronal and extracoronal restorations.
Indirect.
Part of it, all of them are indirect. They are intracoronal, meaning that they include inside the tooth, the dentine and the enamel. And the onlay could be considered a bit extra, the junction between extracoronal and intracoronal. The overlay is even more extracoronal. So extracoronal means outside the tooth, okay? Because it's very close to regular fillings, amalgam fillings and regular fillings, MOD, MO, DO, whatever filling we are using, they are very close to them. So our task today you should differentiate between these 4 types, okay? So we have 4 types. These are, we're going to talk about restorations, regular restorations, I mean class 2 and class 1. These are on the occlusal surface where usually inlays and onlays are there. So because they are very close to each other, well, this our task includes them. And today we're going to talk about inlay, onlay, and overlay. Overlay, some books they consider it, the overlay is the same as onlay. Today we're going to differentiate between them a bit, just to see how some of the people understand these terminologies. But usually these are the same, but they call it overlay when it has a feature. When it doesn't have it, it's called an onlay. Okay, so we're going to talk about those. So what I want from you, I want the indications, contra-indications, okay, material as usual, and longevity. Longevity means how much does it serve inside the mouth. You could call, some people call it serviceability, some people call it longevity, some people call it clinical service, survival rate, different terminology. The idea is how much does it serve inside the patient's mouth. The material differentiates, okay, and the material differentiates between the different restorations, and you're going to divide them as indirect and direct. Direct meaning inside the clinic, indirect meaning done by the lab. Okay, so even restorations are done by the lab. Yeah. There are some restorations that you could do them inside the lab. Okay, so this is our first task. Today, what's different from previous tasks, today you're going to always write your references. Okay, always write your references, which book you took them. Now you have a collection of 10 books with you, almost 10 books for fixed prosthodontics. So I want the reference. Okay. And usually the inlays and overlays, onlays are all on posterior teeth. Anterior teeth, we don't use that terminology, and we don't use these restorations, okay? So this is our task 3, reference, please include it. And that's task 3. Thank you.